guys, welcome to the Forge.
So, this is all new. We're going to do a podcast from now on, nutrition, training, etc. This week's going to be how we started, basically.
Yeah, so from where we are today to back to how it all began. So, initially, I obviously competed as an athlete, and I was looking for companies that looked more at the person and at statistics and sales and stuff like that. And I didn't find many about. There were a couple. I'm not going to mention any names, but I didn't find many about. So myself and Wally had a chat, and we decided to kind of start up our own stuff. So instead of me going around asking for supplements to be sponsored to me and stuff like that, why not start my own?
Pretty much. Never actually intended on starting a supplement company.
It was a gym, wasn't it?
Yeah, originally we wanted to open a gym, but we couldn't get the funding.
We was asking way too much to start, and then the venues on top of that were stupid amounts of money.
Yeah. And then ones we did find were just too small. They were like garages. And then we drew up the Viking Forge logo. Then we were sat on my couch, drew the Viking Forge logo, and then I think he was like...
Which, by the way, I had no idea what a fucking binding rune was. None whatsoever. I'll hold my hands up to that. Wally's the mastermind behind that specific rune that we designed.
I'm still learning, so it's probably going to annoy some people, but I like it, and it's staying the way it is, so fuck yous.
It's too much work to change. But yeah, guys, we sat there and we discussed it, and then, it worked out easier for us to start a supplement line. And in regards to the logo, obviously Wally came up with that. There's two binding runes that basically mean kingship and wealth, which we thought fitted quite well between friendship and obviously inevitably we all want to be wealthy enough to not have to worry about it. But then wealth can come in many forms. So then for some reason we drew a red box and stuck it around it, and we liked it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So there's no scientific fact to that. It's just a red box and it looks good.
Yeah.
So we went with that. It's a bit of a nightmare trying to put it on clothing. So I wish we'd thought that through. But end of the day, it is what it is, and we kind of like the logo. The reasoning behind Viking Forge is obviously Wally's ex-army. His old army regiment was the Vikings, and I thought that stood for good morals and good standards and brothers in arms and having each other's backs and stuff like that, and that's kind of the brand we want to create.
Yeah. Plus Vikings are double hard.
They also raped and pillaged, but we don't do one of those is illegal at the minute.
Small
pillage is you can get away with it if you don't get caught. But
it's just a small part of history that we can ignore for a little bit, sort of. But yeah, so we basically this is all done on a whim, really.
It was, yeah, it was. Don't get me wrong, we're making it sound easier than it actually is.
Oh, it's been fucking hard.
Yeah, so I want to talk about the one thing. Like when we first started, we literally got so much hate. It was unreal. It literally, we got so much abuse for it and stuff like that. But even though nobody took the time to actually find out what our intentions were, nobody took the time to actually speak to us personally, we did get targeted. And, I thank those people. I thank you very much. Yeah. Feel free to do it again. Because all it does is it just fuels us to make me want to prove you wrong. So.
Yeah. Plus, anyone that's met me in particular, at the stalls and stuff like that, I care very little for other people's opinions.
Even mine, personally, mine as well. So don't take offence to that because it's just generalised.
Nah, I have friends. I don't need to make more. This is what the company was about. Just being happy and having a...
But that's it. It's a laugh, wasn't it? We started up to have a laugh. And don't get me wrong, we've had to be serious at times. Because unfortunately, when people want bills paid, they don't take jokes as payments.
Yeah, you can't prat down when people want money.
But yeah, so guys, the whole idea of the brand was to create a family bond. I know people say family all the time, and it's like this, it's like that. But you can ask any one of my ambassadors, you can ask any one of the guys who are affiliated with Viking Forge that we actually do give a shit. There's been a couple of the guys I've called personally to find out they're having bad days and stuff like that. So, I expect the same from people that know me or friends of mine and stuff like that. So, you know, the whole concept behind the brand is to kind of support one another. So through mental health issues, which we know is a massive thing at the minute, like mental health is just out there, period.
Which, touching on that, is why you haven't seen me for a long time.
Yeah, so it's
So, I had a little bit of a meltdown for the best part of the year.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I haven't really helped as much as I should be, but Brad's double hard and has fixed everything and kept it going.
I wouldn't think my wife and kids would disagree, but you know.
Well, yeah. I basically just hid away in my house, shut the door, shut the curtains, had a little meltdown. But I am coming back. I just lost about 3 stone, so don't take the piss out of me too hard.
Yeah, that's why he's sitting face on. If you turn sideways, he'll fucking disappear. But guys, that's like the brand we want to create. So, like for example, it could have been very easy for me to tell Wally, listen, mate, you ain't pitching in. You are a business partner. You know, you need to start thinking about fucking off. And it would be very easy for me to do that. But that's not what we built this brand on. You know, this brand was it's about support. It's about loyalty, friendship. Money comes and goes. That's not our main focus. And I'm glad we kind of stuck it out because it makes you stronger people. You know, even with the ambassadors, even with guys that we met at stalls and stuff like that, the guys we've had chats with, you know, we've laughed and joked. I mean, Wally got stung by a wasp in the mouth.
Oh,
in the last.
Who was it?
She was the medic. It's
and there was someone competing that kept coming over and asking. Who was it?
One of the competitors.
Yeah,
was that
one
not,
of the competitors.
Was that not Ryan?
No, I don't think it was. Is it Garcia?
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah, kept coming over to see if I was alright because a wasp had flew into me drink and it stung me in the back of the throat, didn't it?
So supplement's good enough for insects.
Yeah.
Put it that way. You know what I mean? Nearly put a 7 stone man on his back.
I'll give you some credit. I was at least 12 and a half then.
Well, yeah, so guys, you know, the brand had started off with those morals, and obviously we want to keep them. Obviously, in regards to the growth of the business, you know, we have got our own formulas in the back in the pipeline coming through, and we will start looking into more bespoke, more stuff tailored towards people, which it's in the pipeline. Unfortunately, COVID has kicked everyone in the nuts.
Yeah, it's proper fucked, isn't it? But
yeah.
It ain't fucked us enough that they're gone, so...
No, we're still here. We're still here, just barely, but, you know, we have the likes of Ultimate Strongman, with Glenn, very, very supportive of us, and we appreciate everything that he ever does for us.
What guy?
You know, big cuddly bear that he is. He always gives Wally a hug, but then he talks business with me. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Friend, business, that's it. It's like, I feel like I'm just...
It's more stupid videos that got us in.
He is. But don't fear, those videos will be coming back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We just had a bit of time away to sort things out that we need to sort out, but, you know...
I was just being a bit of a sad Sally, but I'm better.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there.
I'm just skinny.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had, you know, my issues to deal with and stuff like that, but, you know, it's at the end of the day, we want to stick to a brand that as we grow, that people understand that we're there, even for customers, we're there for ambassadors, we're there for each other, you know, and I expect the same in return. Wally expects the same in return, you know. We'd like to put a special thanks, I want to personally put a special thanks out to Calvin, Jake and Zach. Without you guys, mate, you know, as much as I don't like some of your ideas, but that's what it's all about. It's about bouncing ideas off each other and stuff like that. And we want to say personally a massive thank you because you guys have been literally the backbone of us.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, so it's just is what it is. That's how we started. I mean, it was a small little discussion to open a gym
that spiraled out of control.
Yeah, went out of control and we decided to get into the most condensed industry in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. Don't know why we chose it, but we did.
Everything we sell or whatever has been done to death, really.
Yeah. But yeah, there's millions of pre-workouts you can choose from.
Yeah, it's more about the company, what we're about. You know, as you ask any of our ambassadors, with the exception of me over the last few months or whatever, you want to talk, just call us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not faceless bosses.
But that's to just sum it up. You know, it's one. We started the company to be supportive. Brand awareness the brand means something to people, and that's what we want. We want people to be proud of being able to have a Viking Forge tub in the kitchen, or the clothing, or a hat, or something like that. And it's all about the support network. It's all about being happy and enjoying what you do. You know, that's the reason why we're going to make silly ass videos. That's the reason why we don't take life too seriously. Like, don't get me wrong, there is a time for seriousness, but
ain't often.
no, no, it's not. It's not. And if we, you know, if you need to do anything, just do it. Like we did. We sat there and we just went, why not? Let's just do it, and we fucking did it.
I wonder if I've still got that.
Like the initial drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to look it out for the next episode. Guys, so that's basically how we started. And all I got to say is that if you've got something in mind you want to do, just fucking do it. Don't worry about who doesn't like it. Don't worry about who doesn't fucking want it. Just do it.
Yeah,
we
man.
did it. And look at us, stressed as fuck, both bored.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's week 1, how we started. Hopefully that's entertained you a little bit. Stick around for week 2. Take care.
Peace.